Oh,
I think it will be better.
Well, it's too late now, man.
This one is on.
Mine is, I can trust my own. You know,
So you can't trust my children? You can't afford to say you can trust yours because...
Your phone even ran out of memory already. Please, Rose needs a new phone.
Dear followers,
Raising funds for her.
we are raising funds. Yes.
For Rose!
I need a new phone too, man.
Rose needs a new phone.
We're live in London right here today, and Rose just walked into my hotel room unannounced. Right? She planned this. Right?
I'm the only one who can do that.
You know. So, but we decided to turn it into a show. You know, she likes the show, and I want to make a show of it. So we've been discussing what were we talking about? What leaders?
We're talking about what
Yes.
They said they can't find Buhari. You know, said, Buhari is probably too tired. He can't get out of bed because he knows that he's run out of bandwidth and memory. So other leaders, other countries send their young leaders there. They said they saw Macron, you know, they saw Sarkozy. Sarkozy is the guy who collected bribe from Libya.
Yes.
Yeah, from Gaddafi. It's like Atiku. Yes. So we're just having a good time here in London. But tonight, this afternoon, 4 p.m., we have a fundraiser
in East London.
It's East London. That's 57 restaurants. So you should come. You know,
East London.
I want to get
it's
details
cold
of
in
the
London. My
address.
goodness, I don't like when it's cold.
But it isn't
Is it
really,
cold
it's
in
not
London,
cold
though?
It
today.
is. It's look like
No, it's
it's
very
No, it's
warm.
not cold
Very
today.
warm, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm feeling really hot right now.
very warm.
I am feeling hot right now. But the weather is good today. The weather loves you. You know you're
I
so,
really weather wherever I go.
so it just calmed down a little bit. But then as I was telling Sowore, since you've got like 1 billion followers,
Yes,
I was talking to him. And then this is what all Nigerians know. The one person who has been campaigning and fairly real, who's been touching every corners of Nigeria is Sowore.
Yes.
Not even the established parties who we talk about, we're quick to say, oh, they have structure already. They can go into the interlands and they can get people to vote. Let's move away from that. We understand that politics in Africa and every other part of the world is about having a war chest. But that is still not the point. We are talking about the future of Nigeria. I live here in the diaspora, and quite a number of us. We feel pained. A lot of us want to come back home. We want to come to Nigeria, invest, build a country, and see our children grow, speak our languages, tell our own stories.
Change the narrative.
I want to be, if I fall healed, I want to say, I am able to go to a Nigerian hospital and then will be treated well and better. You understand? I want to be able to go to school and say my lecturers will not be teaching me with a textbook that was made that was published in 1975.
No, 56.
Do you understand? I mean, things need to change, and a lot of us need to get thinking. It's not about what you're giving today that should determine who you vote for. Look into the future. A lot of us will say, "Oh no, this is the person I'm sold to." You're considering religion, you're considering tribe, or some other selfish reason, or yes, also for some other selfish reasons. That is not what we need.
And we were talking about it before I came online here, that people are asking for tested candidates. But we now have people who have been tested and failed candidates in this election. Buhari has been tested and he has failed. It was tested in 1983, failed.
And then again,
it's been tested the last 3 years, it failed.
Failed woefully.
Yes, woefully. Atiku has been tested as Vice President of Nigeria, he has failed woefully. In fact, he just realized that he has not been paying his workers the appropriate minimum wage. And recently just increased their salary to 33,000. Nobody can confirm it. He claims to have 100,000 workers. Wow. No confirmation of it. There's no way you can find their names, whether they exist or not. But they don't have a problem lying. But for us, we're saying that is not enough because none of his kids can survive on 33,000 naira per day.
No way.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at
Talk
all.
less of surviving on 33,000 naira per month.
Not at all.
So you see how wicked and hopeless
We have
these
been
guys are.
subjected to this poverty,
But,
and we cannot afford to let it
They
continue.
have looted Nigeria. Don't let them loot your brains.
That's it,
Yeah,
that's it.
don't let them loot your minds. Vote them out next year. vote the right candidate, vote for our party, African Action Congress,
Yes,
AAC. Our logo is unmistakable, and we'll be on top of the ballot. I think we're number 2 on the ballot now.
Okay, I hope it's going to be done like that, because the last time I saw the list, I saw APC at the very top.
No, APC cannot be. It has to be
Alphabetical order.
So
Okay,
before you find APC inside the ballot, you have done the election and got home.
Yeah, is the AAC part of the strategy too?
AAC as a beginning.
I think so. It must be.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But what is most important
That is
is
true.
very easy to find is the party with 2 hands.
Yes, sir.
One green, one black.
Why that? Can you explain the symbol?
Yeah, the one that is blue is mostly the diaspora.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigerians in diaspora and the black Nigerians at home, because the moment you get out, you don't mix, you mix with exposure. A lot of diaspora people also have mixed blood, lineage, and all that.
Yes.
So it's the unity of home and abroad that the party is all about, and the unity of the continent of Africa, because Africa is not only black.
Yes.
And it's not made of black people, it's made of colored people, yellow. There are green people on the continent. Everything you can imagine is basically say on the continent of Africa. Since it's an African party, we have to represent the hands coming together, and that's the hands. What is in the background is sunshine. It's currently sunny on the continent of Africa.
Yes.
The sunny side of life. It's sunny on our side as opposed to rose on our side.
It's rosy on all sides. Definitely rosy on all sides. You are picking on me. You are seriously picking on me.
Rose on our side, or rosy on our side.
Yes, definitely rosy
So that's
on all sides.
that's what the party is about, and that's why you must vote. It's a serious issue. It's a matter of life and death.
Yes.
For Nigerians to change these ruthless leaders, clueless leaders who have no idea how the world is working. And the moment we change leadership on the continent and the continent, the country of Nigeria, you start finding our leaders in the front of events on the world stage.
Yes,
Because right now they don't respect us enough to even invite
not
us
at all.
I know.
to come in the front. But the moment they
I'm sorry, Sowore, you see, I saw Donald Trump coming in. He came late, and we were wondering why. Eunice told me he wants to make an impression. But when Donald Trump stepped in there today, he went straight in front with his beautiful wife.
Yeah.
He just went straight in front and stood there. And Vladimir Putin, also, of course, controversy or whatever, but for some of us, it is exciting.
Was that controversial?
You know what? controversy, of
all
course.
of them are controversial.
You understand? When Vladimir Putin stepped in there, he
The president is nowhere to be
I
found.
started looking for my
Somewhere at the
president.
back.
I started looking, because we need a president with a personality, a president that will stand out, one with charisma. Don't you want to see whenever they have a United Nations convention and you say and your president is speaking and you're there,
And you can't even, people in the room can't hear him.
and you're happy and you say,
The last time he went to the UN,
that is my
people who were
president.
standing in front of him, sitting in front of him, said they can't even hear what he's saying. He was barely audible.
Lifeless.
Yeah,
No.
it's lifeless.
Yeah.
You're right.
Stop.
You heard it from
The fact is this. Of course, it's obvious he has certain challenges. We can't keep having such representative. He's a good man. But
Who's a good man?
No. Wait. So, Sowore, this is the
That's your
narrative.
position.
Wait, these
There's
are the
no-
narrative sold to
Donald
us.
Trump?
This.
Are you
talking about?
I'm sorry,
no,
I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm
no,
talking
wow.
about President Muhammadu Buhari. There are the narratives sold to us.
He's not a good man.
No, Sowore.
There's no good man who will run a country the way he's running the country. There's no good man who will kill, who will order for people to be shot aside as they did with shites.
And then nothing is done about it.
He's not a good man.
I mean, do you want this? Do you want this?
In
I mean,
mass
this-
graves, and they keep killing them. There's no good man who will allow elections to be rigged the way they did in Ekiti.
Yes,
And
and
Osun
Osun
I
State.
will not denounce or renounce it. There's no good man who would have done what they did in the southeast with Operation, what do they call it, Crocodile Smile or
Yeah.
Python Dance.
Yes.
Good men don't do what our leaders are doing in Nigeria, so don't let us even go there.
Rose,
If
I
you
think
say-
someone is saying something.
Hold
to you.
on. If you say personally, this is what he is, that has not been running our government. There's no better way to say it. our government is not run the way it should be run. It is run with kings and king. If I bury that word, yes, and we don't need that. I don't know what other language one needs to use in explaining to Nigerians, especially the middle class. Yeah. No, there are some certain set of people who come on social media and then they defend this guy. What are you defending? What are the policies? You know? What is he doing? And then before you know what's happening, before you know what's happening, you say, "Oh, forget about Sowore." What you say, "Forget about Sowore." What does Sowore know? Let him go and win his constituency. Let him go and win this. Let him go and win that. But see, for what this young man is doing, call whatever I'm doing as campaigning, he has stepped forward. He has decided to say, I want to do this. Like Pastor Bakare once said, which one did you make? So he's doing this. He's traveling from one state to another. Do you know what that is? Do you know how he's risking his life? His wife is at home. His mom, his kids. They are worried.
It's about them too.
They are crying. No, definitely about them.
I want them to feel special, you
know. No, not them feeling special. Yeah. This is about me. I understand your position. And everyone is worried. I am worried to say, oh, can I move from this place to that place without being hurt? I mean, he said, no, this is what I want to do for Nigeria. Why can't we do that? And then, talking about all the other young aspirants that came in, there are some who are actually piecing on this process, which is not helping. It is not helping us. They're taking advantage of it, granting funny interviews to foreign media because they just want to gain some popularity, enjoying 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. Please, if you're one of those doing that, you are insulting the process. Yeah. You are no. I am speaking. I speak for the public all the time. Yeah. This is my job. This is what I have observed because I've taken my time. I don't come out to talk if I'm not convinced, or if whatever I want to say, I do not feel the means or the need to say it, is what I've noticed, and I think it needs to stop. This election is not about you. Please, it's about Nigerians. It's about the future of Nigerians. How much more? How can we keep talking about this? Sometimes I see the way our children are suffering, the way mothers are dying. I mean, there are documentaries here about dogs get injured and the kind of attention they give to the dogs, they give to snakes. Yes. You watch it on Animal Planet. You watch monkeys, how they take care of them.
Monkeys have been taken care of in Nigeria. Monkeys are now eating naira.
There's still more.
We have advanced monkeys.
Advanced monkeys.
Our snakes.
You understand?
Our snakes
are swallowing.
You can't find snakes anywhere in the world that are able to swallow monkeys. So you have to give it to Nigerian snakes and monkeys. Yeah. In the animal kingdom, they're doing very well. They're high up there. You know, we have some of the richest snakes.
In Nigeria.
Yeah, a monkey was accused of stealing terminal and it was not even arrested.
So I saw the picture. The monkey was chilling in Dubai.
And then some days after
that monkey is in Dubai. And the monkey that stole all of Nigeria's money is contesting for office now.
I know.
You know, all the snakes and monkeys are in the Senate.
Oh my God.
Some of them are running for office. Man, our monkeys are doing great.
They are doing great.
Mr. President, sir, someone wants to know if you're going to change Nigerian money when you become
it's not about changing. It's about changing the strength of the Nigerian currency. You can change its paper. You can change whatever. You can change it to whatever color you want. If it doesn't have value, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I won't even waste my time. It costs a lot of money to change money.
Of course.
Yeah, but if you change the economy, the naira has strength.
It's about building the Nigerian economy.
Yes. Build the economy. Build it on electricity provision. Build it on security, build it on infrastructure.
If not Dr. Taylor, if you're talking about, if it's Dr. Taylor's comment.
No, I just want to pick you up on this personally.
Take me, I'm listening.
You said something about you don't want people to say you're campaigning for Sowore.
Yes.
I don't think it's a bad thing for you to campaign for Sowore because you are one of the first set of people that caught the vision in the UK. So there's nothing bad in you.
Definitely. I mean, if I am moving away from what we already know about, You shouldn't blame me for doing that. I mean, I was in the forefront about bringing President Muhammadu Buhari into government. At the end of the day, when I saw his first 2 moves, I just knew it was going to be a failure.
Yeah.
I knew it. And I started screaming right from my bedroom. Some people they've insulted me and called me armchair critic. But at the end of the day, you see what happened. The first 6 months, I knew we were heading nowhere. Because you couldn't even make a simple decision. That was when I just knew we have a problem.
Every appointment he made was too late to be made, and when he eventually started making appointments,
they were just the
members
same
of his
thing.
family, the same failed people.
They were the same thing.
You know, he created a cabal around himself. We can't even call it a kitchen cabinet.
And did you notice the picture that came out then of the central bank governor went in and practically groveling in front of one of the cabal members? Yes. You know, is that what we need? Is that
and those
what
are
we
cabal
need?
members who eventually got the first set of appointments or employment into the CBN. They appointed and they employ their children, and they are giving the children of poor people, what is it called?
Peanuts, and they can't even pay us. They can't pay us.
They give them manpower, and they give poor people trader money.
10,000.
You know, that's selection bribery.
I would say that is not it. I would say the first thing to do is power, electricity.
Yeah.
Once that is stable, I mean, it doesn't even go off here. It doesn't even go off in Ghana.
I didn't know.
You understand? Once we have power, then you know what we do. You know, it's so bad that I've heard about some actresses who come into the UK and they'll say, wait, let me quickly go and iron my clothes before they take life. And somebody will quickly tell them and say, hey, no, you're in the UK. And I've heard about the other actresses. No, I don't want to call the name of the actresses because they confided in me. You know, and then I've heard about someone say, Jojo, just charge my phone before light goes. It's a different environment. There are different things you see, and just look at the transport system. I have a friend who has one of the biggest Range Rover ever. We were meant to meet at Bermondsey. I was in Penge. I just took a bus, got to Penge East. I took the train. I got off at Canada Water. From Canada Water, I took the Jubilee line. I was in Bermondsey in 2 seconds. My friend was still crawling with his very big Jeep from Camberwell. It's useless driving in London because the train system. Somebody said, Rose, you're getting too used to this train system. You need to stop it. You don't want to buy a car or whatever. I said, I love it. I love it because it makes me jump from one place to the other. The transport system is completely beautiful. It's stress-free. Sometimes you'll be sitting with a billionaire on the train, especially the Northern Line, which the what's his name now, Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London. He takes the Northern Line. It's his favorite line. I love the Northern Line too. And you just sit in there, you're where you're going, just like that. Oh yeah, they're building trains in Nigeria. Look at those trains. They look like ugly monsters. They will say, oh, half bread is better than none. No. We can't have all those monies and we're suffering. I know that if we do not have anything at the moment, we'll say, oh, what they are producing right now is we should scream and jubilate about it. No, it could be better.
Yes.
They come here, they respect the rules here. They come here, they enjoy all the facilities. At least one. You're yabbing my phone. Let's yab you too anyway. So you didn't charge that.
They took lights in the night.
They took lights.
I couldn't charge my phone. Took lights in the night.
You know, so the fact, something else we need to consider. We
and
cannot.
Now Rose has network problems. She doesn't have credit.
She just exhausted at that.
No. So I'm telling you, it must be the decade.
Oh my God.
No. It happens. I know. It happens.
I think we need to let Mr. President
It's the battery going. It's the but the fact is
we're
this.
Gonna wrap up
No, we're gonna wrap up. Let me wrap up. The fact is this. we can't overflog this issue.
Yes.
You just have to do the right
We
thing.
need a brand new country, man.
We need a
Brand new.
Nigeria.
And that's the man for the job.
That's the man
Right,
for the
man.
job.
We can have a train from Lagos to
Ambrose, if you like,
It is
don't
possible,
grant
guys.
me interviews. It is
It
fine.
is
I'm going to
possible.
come.
Yes,
I'm
we're
going
taking
to.
it back,
I'm going to
yeah.
have interviews with
Real
you
interviews.
for you to talk to us about what you intend to do in the country.
Yes.
But then
What's
I
that your
have
show?
to
Tell
say,
them, what's the name
my
of the
name
show?
of my show is Rose on All Sides.
Sides.
It's on Bank Television. It comes on live every
Every
Thursday
Thursday.
between 7 and 8 p.m. Sometimes I stream it on Facebook. I'm
Yeah.
going to try and get my hands into all those technological things and spread it as
Just,
far
you need a new
as I
phone,
want to.
then you can stream live.
Yeah, okay, I need a new phone so I
Yeah.
can stream like fine. Yes, but the fact is this, let us say it as it is. Let's say it. I mean, these other guys, why do you want to have your name there as president of Nigeria? They are for selfish
For the sake of-
purposes.
Tell
Selfish purposes.
Tell them.
When you are dying,
You understand?
tired.
For heaven's sake, I mean, for the future of Nigerians, think about it. We're not overflogging, and for every Nigerian, your conscience matters. Ask yourself, am
What's
I
your
doing
conscience
the
this
right
time?
thing?
Right,
Yes, sir.
Am I doing the right thing?
Take
Take
it
it
back.
back.
Take it back.
Guys, am I doing the right thing?
Thank you.
My name